Does estrogen therapy increase the risk of breast cancer? We know now from last year's meta-analysis that estrogen therapy actually reduces the risk of breast cancer by 23%. This was great news because it looked at 10 randomized controlled trials instead of making inferences from observational studies. The problem with observational studies is that they can show you whether two things are correlated, but these studies don't show you whether one thing caused the other. In this 2009 article by oncologist Dr. Avram Blooming, he shares a fantastic chart that lists things that are associated with increased risk of breast cancer in various studies. Now in this chart, anything less than a 1 means there's an associated reduced risk of breast cancer. Anything greater than 1 implies an associated increased risk. The higher the number, the stronger the associated risk. Now, for example, conjugated equine estrogen, or Premarin, has a relative risk of breast cancer of 0.77, which means a 23% reduced risk. Fish intake has relative risk of 1.14, which means 14% increased risk of breast cancer. Grapefruit intake is a 1.3, antibiotic use is a 2.07. Icelandic flight attendants have a risk of 4, and using an electric blanket is associated with an almost 5 times increased risk of breast cancer. Now, most of the things on this list do not really increase your risk of breast cancer. They're just weak associations that are not clinically relevant. If you want to see what a real significant relative risk looks like,